Okay, you guys, if you are starting to watch this video, this is not a video for love readings. Please don't ask me questions about your Aries or Taurus lovers and what they're doing. This is not that kind of reading, okay? Hi, Xena. We're going to do politics. We're going to talk about the George Floyd trial. We're going to talk about Alexei Navalny. Any questions that anybody actually has regarding politics or those situations are the only questions that you can ask. Hi. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I want to start off with Alexei Navalny. So throughout history, um, whether it's Jesus, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, um, um, anyone who organizes the people to fight against corruption, or anyone who wants to fight for justice or fairness that's in the favor of the people, they're usually assassinated. Okay. So I was watching Judas and the Black Messiah this past weekend, and listen, I'm not trying to say that Alexei Navalny, I'm not trying to compare him to a Black Panther, first of all, but Alexei Navalny has the power to mobilize the people and to fight against the corruption, a corrupt system that is being led by Vladimir Putin. I've said before on this channel that by the time Biden's term is over, either in 4 years or 8, whatever, his journey is, Putin is not going to be in office. I see that. But as far as, hi, Nevia, hi. As far as Alexei Navalny goes, when I was watching the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, it immediately came into my mind Alexei Navalny. Hi, SS. And I know that his lawyers have been saying that his health is starting to decline. So I just wanted to take a look at him because, I mean, he is pretty much on the same journey as others who fought for the people and fought for justice. So let me go ahead and read on that and see what's going on with Alexei Navalny. It's only showing that I have a couple of people in the room. If anybody wants to post a question regarding politics only, no love readings or anything like that, no love and life readings. If you have a question regarding politics, please feel free to post it. Okay. Thank you, angels. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. I'm asking you to help me to bring forth any messages regarding Alexei Navalny. I'm also asking God's permission to bring messages regarding anything regarding. Ooh, Antonio, I will definitely look into that, Antonio, to see if it's going to be a woman, because I know that a lot of people have been saying that Kamala Harris is going to be the next president. She's going to be the next president. Let me go ahead and do Alexei Navalny, and I also wanted to look at the George Floyd trial. But we can definitely look into if the next president is going to be a woman. Okay. Thank you, angels. I'm asking that you bring forth any messages regarding Alexei Navalny and what's going to happen in Alexei Navalny's situation. What's going to happen in Alexei Navalny's situation? Thank you, angels. Thank you. What I'm hearing right now is that even though I don't know if it's been said in the news, and even if it hasn't, I feel like his wife, I don't think she's in jail. I don't think she's in prison. But I think that she is playing a part in mobilizing the people as well. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So the first card that came out was the Daughter of Earth in reverse. The Daughter of Earth in reverse. This could be This, in fact, could be Alexei Navalny's wife, and maybe they are trying to break her because the very next card that came out in reverse was the Power card. This could be them trying to break her, trying to get information about his plans, what he was planning on doing. Um, Maybe she's being questioned. I don't even know if she's been detained or not. I'm going to read on the Daughter of Earth and just see. I just want to see what. Okay, so the meaning of the Daughter of Earth in reverse is complacency, laziness, overindulgence, and procrastination. Um, and then the very next card that came after that was the Power card. The Power card, and the Power card actually came the power card actually came in reverse. So there's some sort of complacency. Maybe the Putin and the administration there um, have become too complacent in their power. And it's time to overthrow that power. That could be why we got the Power card in reverse. It can also be why we got the Daughter of Earth in reverse. And this could be something. We got the Daughter of Earth. If I said Daughter of Fire, I'm sorry. That's at the base of the read. At the base of the read, we have the Daughter of Fire in reverse. This is going to take time. This is going to take time. Cruelty. You guys know that money is not being directed to society. The hospitals are not up to par. The people are just not getting what they actually need. They're living in poverty. This is cruelty. These are crimes against humanity as well. Crimes against humanity. Okay, this is Vladimir Putin. It looked just like him. It looks just like him, sitting on top of this reed. Someone who's become complacent and with his power doesn't feel like he's going to go anywhere. It doesn't matter. He can do whatever he wants. He can mistreat the people. It really doesn't matter. Okay. We got the universe card in reverse. We got the universe card in reverse. I'm going to be going back and forth between my little book because I want to make sure that I'm squeezing as much from the card as I possibly can. This 21. Denying one's true nature and potential or feeling tired and drained. Now, this is probably Alexei Navalny. They're saying that his health is declining. Has he stopped eating? Have they stopped feeding him? What exactly is going on? This feeling tired and drained. I feel like this is him, and this is something that's going to continue until they can get him out of prison, if they can get him out of prison. Okay? They're going to slowly kill him, not with poison, but they're probably going to starve him to death, make him weak. This is where his endurance is going to have to come in. The endurance is going to have to come in. Most of the cards are coming in reverse, except for Vladimir Putin and cruelty. Those are the two cards that are not coming in reverse, which makes sense to me because that means that the father of earth, Vladimir Putin, lines up with the cruelty, Let's see what else comes out. Let's see what else comes out, okay? Okay. Illusion. Illusion. There's some sort of illusion that's being created around Alexei Navalny. Lies being fed into the media regarding Alexei Navalny. Um, Vladimir Putin is going to start restricting Twitter in Russia because this is how the young people are getting their news, and they are the ones that are mobilizing to fight against Vladimir Putin and his administration. So I don't know what's coming out in the media over there in Russia, what's being said. But whatever is being said, like, oh, Alexei Navalny is doing just fine or whatever they're making it seem like Alexei Navalny is being treated fairly, it's an illusion. It's a lie. It's not the truth. We got the dark, so that's another one that lines up with cruelty, Vladimir Putin, and illusion. Okay. So the in the position that represents um, Alexei Navalny, I got the daughter of water in reverse. Now, outside of reading into what the card means, I have a feeling that they're depriving him of water or he's being waterboarded. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, this is someone who's overly sensitive, someone who's sentimental and naive. Maybe he was naive to think that, just because he was gonna, after they tried to after they did poison him and try to kill him, he went back to Russia. Maybe he was naive in thinking that he would be able to go back to his motherland and actually fight against Vladimir Putin without anything happening to him. And they found something to get him on and threw him in prison. Okay. Um, the final outcome that I have here regarding um, Alexei Navalny is the hanged man. He's stuck. He's not going to move forward or backwards, okay? He's not moving forward or backwards. Hey, Nikki, he's not moving forward or backwards. So he's going to be stuck there for a while. I'll try to clarify that. But in the hopes and fears position, we got the wealth card in reverse. We got the wealth card in reverse. I just want to read on um, what the wealth card is in reverse. Again, laziness and boredom. It's come out again. The first card that we had, Daughter of Earth in reverse, that was laziness. Um, um, it could be that Alexei Navalny is counting on the laziness and sloppiness of the Putin administration to get him out of this situation. And in their laziness and sloppiness, he's going to find a loophole, or his lawyers are going to find a loophole. Also, in their sloppiness, laziness, and complacency, this he will find the loopholes in a way that he can mobilize the people as well. Okay, but for right now, he's stuck. Right now, he's stuck in this situation. Okay, angels, can you clarify? Can you clarify the hanged man? 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 Mm. They feel like they can't torture him. They feel like they can't torture Alexei Navalny because it's going to be too obvious if they physically torture him. Um, we've got the Judgment card. This card is never a positive card for me. Wait, hold on, you guys. Hang on. Okay, like I was saying, like I was saying, you guys can read into this, look at the picture very closely. I'm not going to interpret it for you. But he is a target. He's a target. Of course he is. He wants to overthrow a corrupt government that's doing just fine, filling their pockets up and not redirecting that money to the people in Russia. Okay? They stand to lose everything if this man continues to mobilize the people. Okay? Um, they're going to try to go after Alexei Navalny's family. They're going to try to go after his family. Okay, I'm gonna do the mixed emotions. Show me Alexei Navalny's 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 emotions. He feels very isolated. They could very well have him in some sort of solitary confinement. So loneliness, I don't think he's feeling, I mean, he may be feeling loneliness, but he's definitely isolated, alienated. He feels isolated. He probably is isolated. Okay. Hopeful. He remains hopeful, optimistic, expectant, and full of faith. He remains hopeful that he'll be able to get out of this situation. He remains hopeful that they will be able to beat the Putin administration. He's angry. He's angry, furious, enraged, and mad, excited, elated, thrilled, enthusiastic. This could just be anxiety, okay? Unfulfilled. You know, his journey has been cut short by them throwing him in prison. It's harder for him to access his people, the people of Russia, to mobilize them. Um, so he feels unfulfilled, hateful. This is hostile, vengeful, and spiteful. This might actually be accurate. Like wanting revenge, wanting to exact revenge. First you tried to kill me. I come back to the country. Now you've thrown me in prison. Okay. Okay. Happy. Happy. We got the sun card. I'm not sure about that. Okay. We've got the creative cards. He and his lawyers trying to figure out ways that they can get him out of this situation, trying to figure out ways to get him out of the situation. Okay. Wanting to go home. He's missing home. He's missing home. Let's see. Let me see Vladimir Putin. Show us what Vladimir Putin is feeling right now regarding Alexei Navalny. Show us what Vladimir Putin is feeling right now regarding Alexei Navalny. Show us what Vladimir Putin is feeling right now regarding Alexei Navalny. He actually feels vulnerable. I'm shocked. Defenseless, unprotected, and helpless. He actually feels vulnerable. If this man, Alexei Navalny, mobilizes the people, they're going to put Putin's ass out of office. They're going to put him out of office. Maybe it's possible, Antonio. Maybe he found out some news. It's possible. Putin feels frustrated, prevented, hindered, and blocked. Oh, I can't kill him like I want to. You know, everybody's watching. If nobody was watching, I can do to him what I wanted to. I didn't even know he could experience this. Sad, unhappy, joyless, and dejected. Unhappy with this situation. Unhappy with the situation with Alexei Navalny. This can mean a few things. I got the board card. Some of the subwords are uninterested, apathetic, and jaded. But this also could mean that no, I'm not going to read into that. So it could be uninterested, apathetic, and jaded. I I got the loving card. However, I don't think he feels loving towards Alexei Navalny. But one of the subwords is devoted, devoted to really destroying Alexei Navalny, his political career. If he could, if he could take his life right now, he would. If people weren't looking, so he is definitely devoted to ruining this man's life. If he can't kill him, he's going to make it very hard for him to live in Russia. In Russia, okay. Inspired, moved, stimulated, and challenged. He definitely feels challenged by Alexei Navalny. This is a challenge for him. He doesn't want to be challenged and he doesn't like to be challenged. Just like his little friend D2, R2DT. Okay, he is worried. He's worried. Yeah, Antonio. Okay, that could definitely be it for sure. Being alone and thinking deeply and watching the time pass because he doesn't know how this is going to turn out. He doesn't know how this is going to turn out. I got the worried card. Fulfilled, feeling satisfied, self actualized, relieved. So someone is reassuring him, like, you don't have to worry about anything. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to do what we have to do. Hey, Sarah, we're going to do what we have to do to make sure that he doesn't mobilize the people and that you stay in power. This is what he's being told. This is what he's being told. Okay. All right. Let's do the George Floyd. Oh, wait. You know what? Are there any other messages regarding? Okay, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to try to light my stage. Oh Lord. Any other messages regarding? Any other messages regarding Russia, Vladimir Putin, the people, Alexei Navalny? Any messages? Patience. This is going to take time. We've got temperance. We've got temperance. This is patience. This is patience. Taking your time. Okay. The Queen of Wands, the throne of determination. He's not going to give up so easily, and nor are the people who support Alexei Navalny. They're not going to give up that easily. They are going to continue to power through. Okay. The Four of Wands, harmony, seeking harmony, trying to mobilize the people, bring the people together, especially the ones who are in support of Alexei Navalny. Okay, the Five of Pentacles, turmoil. This is what the city is. Poverty. Even the basics are for the common people of Russia. Um, Even the basics for them are it's very few, are very few. The basics are very few. Okay, children looking out onto buildings that need to be repaired, living in poverty, not having. Uh, you see, this little girl's not actually sitting on a stool, but she's sitting on boxes, these makeshift stools made out of boxes. Okay. This is going to be Alexei Navalny in this read, the King of Swords, the throne of knowledge, trying to rebuild society, trying to redirect the money into society. Okay. Ooh, the Ace of Swords, the roots of action, taking action. Wreck the state is what's written on this knife. Wreck the state, using all tools that you have at hand to get to what you need. Yes, dragon's blood is good. Okay, we got the magician. We've got the magician being able to having power over your surroundings and being able to manipulate the elements, being able to, in this case, being able to speak to the people and mobilize them to fight against Vladimir Putin. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, the roots of earth, money. This has something to do with money. Money, not just about redirecting money into Russia, but people like Vladimir Putin and the oligarchs, I guess they're called, wanting to keep their money and continue to make money. It's never enough for them. They want to continue to make that money. Okay. We've got the Six of Pentacles, and this is accurate redistribution, redistributing the wealth, the money, and the resources to the people. This is the goal, to take what's for the people and give it back to them, give it to them, give it to the people. Okay? Build up the society. Okay? All right. So Antonio had a question. So before I move on to George Floyd, Antonio had a question. He wanted to know if our next president is going to be a female. Will the next president be a female? 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 I got the Mother of Water in reverse. That's a no. Oh my God. If it's should we ask? That's a no. The next president is not going to be a female. Next president is not going to be a female. Not only did I get the card in reverse, but in this card, this is a woman and it's in reverse. Okay, let's check and see. Is Donald Trump going to be the next president? Is Donald Trump going to be the next president? Is Donald Trump going to be the next president? Is Donald Trump going to be the next president? No, it's not going to be Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not going to be the next president. Will Biden be the next president, meaning the next term? Is Biden going to get a second 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 term? Yes, Biden is going to get a second term. And notice the father of fire is a very elderly man. Doesn't matter though. You see the wisdom in his eyes, and he's strong enough to pull it off. Biden is going to get a second term. Nikki is right. Joe Biden is going to get a second term. Nikki is right. Hi, Crystal. Okay. All right. I'm going to ask this question for Antonio. Will Trump's daughter ever be president? And then we're going to move on to the George Floyd trial. Okay. Thank you, angels. Well, you're talking about Ivanka, right? Will Ivanka Trump ever be president? 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 No, no. She will never be president. She will never be president. All right, let's talk about George Floyd. So you guys know that the trial actually started today. The George Floyd trial actually started today. The first person up for as a witness was Jenna Lee Scurry, and she was the dispatcher, the one who actually said she thought that the screen actually froze. That's because nobody moved. Like they just stayed on George Floyd and didn't move, even when he was crying. That's what made her think that the screen froze, which is very disturbing. That is very disturbing. You guys, when I started listening to it this morning, I couldn't re listen to that 9-minute video that they had. I just couldn't do it. Like it just didn't sit right in my spirit. And when I was listening to the opening argument, I guess it would be opening arguments or maybe opening statements. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. From the prosecutors, I'm listening, to what they actually said. Hey, Annie, you talking, Nikki? You talking about Ivanka? Um, when I was listening to the opening statements from the prosecutors, I'm listening to everything that they had to say. I wasn't really hearing anything spiritually coming in for me. I was just listening in as, me. And then when the defendant, the lawyers who were defending Chauvin came up and they started talking, that's when I started to hear things like, no, that's not going to fly. That's not going to happen. He's not going to get away with it. That's when I started hearing stuff. And I don't think that it was me that was saying those things, subconsciously. Something was saying, no, this is not going to fly. This is not going to happen. As soon as they would start speaking, before they could finish the sentence, I would hear no. So I thought I would just go ahead and let's start with the mixed emotions before we do the other cards. Let's just see how. Let's see how Derek Chauvin is feeling. How's Derek Chauvin feeling the first day of his trial? How's Derek Chauvin feeling the first day of his trial? How is Derek Chauvin feeling the first day of his trial? How's Derek Chauvin feeling the first day of his trial? How's Derek Chauvin feeling the first day of his trial? Hopeless. He's feeling that the situation is hopeless, pessimistic, despondent, defeated. He feels defeated. There's no way out of this. Unsure about what's going to happen to him. uncertain, doubtful, not confident. I got the yes card. So if anybody said, is he going to be convicted? The answer is yes. Or any other questions you may have, the answer is yes. Inadequate, he feels worthless, incompetent, and ill-equipped. Okay. Powerless. Also, see here, they have them in, the hands are bound like they're in handcuffs, and this is at the center of the read. This makes me feel like he is not going to get away with this. He's going to be charged with something. He's going to get charged. Okay. Frustrated, feeling prevented, hindered, and blocked. Frustrated. I could see how you would say that, Annie. Um, I could see how you would say that because when I was listening to the lady Jenna Lee, um, when they asked her why would she dispatch more more backup, and she remembered everything else, but she didn't remember why she did that. She says, I believe that I heard something in the background that made me dispatch more. Okay. That was one thing. I was like, hmm. And then also her voice started to tense up when she was questioned about that, which made me feel like there was another reason why she did that. Okay. Vulnerable. He feels vulnerable, defenseless, unprotected, and helpless. Grateful. Grateful. This could be grateful for anything. Grateful for um, having lawyers. It can be anything. Grateful for his family, the support from his family, and unfulfilled. He feels unfulfilled. Excuse me. He feels unfulfilled. How are the prosecutors feeling about this trial? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are the prosecutors feeling about this trial? What are the prosecutors feeling about this trial? Okay, I gotta know. I gotta know. Um, Interesting. Ashamed, unworthy, disgraced, and humiliated. This could be what they're thinking about Derek Chauvin. His name is Chauvin. That's a total Louisiana name, Chauvin. His people have got to be from Louisiana. Free, they could be thinking that he's going to get off. They could be thinking that no matter how strong of a case they present, he's going to get off. Okay. Respectful, comforted, I'm not sure about that. Reassured, consoled, and nourished. I got the relieved card. Again, reassured. I got reassured twice. Reassured. Sad, unhappy, joyless, and dejected. Interesting. I got bored, uninterested, apathetic, and jaded. I'm not sure. Maybe this is them watching Derek Chauvin. The final outcome is they're hopeful that they'll be able to win this case. Okay, how's George Floyd's family feeling? 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 compassion, empathetic, caring, and sympathetic, resistant, rebellious, defensive, and closed. Jealous, but they're not jealous. One of the subwords is suspicious. Suspicious. They're suspicious. Happy. Let's see. Exhausted. Embarrassed was one of the words that came out. Afraid of how this is going to turn out. Discouraged. And curious to see how this is going to turn out. Okay. All right. Enough with the emotions. Let me see. Nikki, I just saw what you wrote. Thank you, angels. Show us what's going to happen with the George Floyd. Show us what's going to happen with the George Floyd trial. Show us what's going to happen. All aspects. Show us what's going to happen with the George Floyd trial. Show us what's going to happen. Show us what's going on. Show us what we don't know. Show us what's going to happen with the George Floyd trial. Show us what's going to happen with the George Floyd trial. Show us what's going to happen with the George Floyd trial. Oh, I got the magician. We got the magician working that magic. Oh, wow. Let's see. I want to... The magician is a trailblazer, a torch in her own right, carrying progressive solutions to survival, well-being, intuitive knowledge, and the definition of justice. The magician walks in the shoes of her ancestors with bouncing soles made for paving concrete and reworking the fabric of the world. Here marks a phase, an age, or a portal into a new stage of your life. From this point on, you have agency. You believe firmly in your power despite the potentially negative influence of the world that surrounds you. As a leader, the magician asks you to investigate the foundations of your intent. Is there a history of self-sabotage? Are you compromising your truth? Are you working towards initiatives that perpetuate hate? Or are you truly elevating the voices on every margin, including your own? Okay, so that's interesting. That being the first card out. The death of George Floyd, as well as this trial, is going to challenge the system to question. They've already started questioning it, but will force the system to question the way that justice is used, I guess, how justice is used to help, how justice is used to hinder, how the use of force leads to the deaths of mostly minorities when it comes to police officers. Not all of them, many of them use force when it comes to people of color. It's going to cause them to reevaluate everything. Okay. So, and it could also be manipulation, Antonio, for sure. It could definitely also mean manipulation. This is crossed by the Seven of Cups. It says imagination, but remember in traditional decks, The Seven of Cups is options, daydreaming about different options, having different options, okay? Different options in front of you. Those different options could be different ways we can change the system for the better, different ways we can change the system to help the people or to reunite police officers, the police force with the communities. um, Different ways money can be redirected into the community, or what are the ways that Derek Chauvin should be punished for what he did. Okay, we got justice. Justice will prevail in this case against Derek Chauvin. Okay, justice will prevail. There's going to be protests as well. Okay, you have one woman standing in the background saying, "Stop killing us, stop killing us." Okay. um, Silence equals violence. That's another one. Queer, Muslim, and proud. So all of these different signs. There's a man here dressed like Lady Liberty. Change. I mean, change is on the horizon. People are not going to hide in the backgrounds anymore. People are going to come forward and be who they are, unapologetically be who they are, and force people to see them. If people continue to hide in the background, then people think that everything is okay the way it is when it's really not. So people are coming out in full force. Okay. We've got the strength card in the past. Now, this is interesting. We've got the strength card. Now, notice that this person has his foot on a block, a foot on the block. To me, this is symbolizing the strength that Derek Chauvin decided to display when he had his knee on George Floyd's neck. Okay. I'm the one with the power. I can do whatever I want. If anybody had if any of those people that were watching had charged the police to knock him off of George Floyd so that George Floyd would be able to live, they would have been charged with assaulting a police officer, which is probably like life in prison or something stupid and ridiculous like that. Okay. Um, we have the Two of Pentacles, intersection. In a traditional deck, the Two of Pentacles, there's someone trying to balance, could be balance emotions, balance finances, that sort of thing. But in this deck, we have intersection, okay? The meeting of two minds, okay? The meeting of two minds who could be of different schools of thought, okay? Yeah, you see, we have this worn down businessman with a briefcase that says human rights. You have a woman here who's got like a sort of hippie vibe. She's got her flowers, and she has flowers in her hair. She got a sort of hippie vibe. Maybe they are of like mind, but have different approaches. Okay. The Knight of Cups, the love song, the love song. There's nothing more powerful than love, and love does heal, right? Love does heal. Okay. And okay, so what I'm hearing with this, if you guys look really closely, you see that there's a crab trapped in this cup. This person is making an offer of love, but something still feels trapped. Something still can't escape. Um, It's like the offer of love has limitations. Love doesn't have limitations, but that's what I'm hearing. Like this offer of love, the love to heal or whatever, this offer has limitations. It has limitations. Okay. I tell you that there's going to be more protests as the trial goes on. There will be more peaceful protests happening. Okay. Um, you see this woman sitting, doing a sit-in, and there are police behind her. And what's behind the police is like tear gas. So I don't know if violence is going to erupt. I don't know what that means. I'm hoping that because it's behind the police, that means that the violence that we saw with people burning buildings and that sort of thing, that is in the past. I'm hoping that's what that means. Okay. Okay. In the feelings position, we have the throne of cups. I'm sorry, the king of cups, the throne of movement. Yes, there will be movement, but it's going to be slow movement. It's not going to be quick. It's going to be slow movement. This is people mobilizing. This is the hope, the Three of Pentacles, people mobilizing, the community coming together, especially the young people and activists coming together and trying to figure out how the community can heal from what happened with George Floyd, how community and police can come together and build a relationship. So there's going to be a lot of brainstorming going on regarding the reforms that are going to take place. Okay. Hmm. The messenger. The messenger. This is someone, probably a female, mobilizing the people. I don't know who this messenger is. It could be Kamala Harris speaking to the people, but this is a messenger mobilizing the people to to move the community forward and move the justice system forward in reforms. Okay. All right. Let's see. Are there any other messages regarding the George Floyd trial? Any other messages regarding the George Floyd trial? Is Derek Chauvin going to be found guilty? 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 I got no. I got he's not going to be found guilty. That's interesting. Let me see if anything else comes out. I got the Sun card in reverse. That's unhappiness. I got the Happiness card in reverse. That's happiness. The Hope position, the Hopes and Fears position, I got the Oppression card. I'm really surprised I got no. I got no. Let me see. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Let me see. Let me ask again. Will Derek Chauvin spend time behind bars for Derek Chauvin? I mean, for George Floyd's murder? Okay, now it's saying yes. Now it's saying yes. Now it's saying yes. Let me see. Okay, so the same card that I got that said no came out again in the upright position. In the future position, it's not going to be as much time as we might like. It might. Oh, Lord, Eddie. I wasn't drinking, so now it's just saying yes. Maybe it's not going to be as much time that that we'd like, but he is going to get some time. Okay. They're going to do something stupid like 3 years and then let him out early for good behavior. Okay. Is there anything else? Any other political questions that you guys have? Those are my readings for today. I'm going to use my Politichips and see if there's anything coming up. Is there anything coming up that we should know about? Anything coming up? Yeah. Oh, Lord. Thank you, angels. Show us what's coming up in DC and show us what's coming up politically that we need to know about. Okay. Democrat. Something regarding Kamala Harris. Something regarding Kamala Harris, Vice POTUS. Okay, and president. So something regarding the president and the vice president. This is going to be regarding the Department of Justice. Something coming up with the Department of Justice. And white supremacy. This is probably the insurrectionists. This is something having to do with the insurrectionists. Okay. Also, something to do. Let me see. Okay. We the people. Independence. Okay, so we have some information or the vice president and the president they're going to reveal probably in some sort of, I don't know, briefing to the American people, something regarding the Department of Justice and white supremacy. This could be regarding like the Proud Boys and other organizations, or something regarding the insurrection that happened. And this could be the CIA and FBI investigation into the insurrection. Let's see what I want to see. Let's talk about Brett Kavanaugh. Let's talk about Brett Kavanaugh. Let's talk about Brett Kavanaugh, because, you know, they said that the investigation, the FBI investigation into Brett Kavanaugh wasn't real, like it never happened. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Show us what's happening with Brett Kavanaugh. Is Brett Kavanaugh going to be indicted or impeached? Is he going to walk away? What's going to happen with Brett Kavanaugh? What's going to happen with Brett Kavanaugh? Ooh, I forgot to split the deck. Oh, shit. I mean, shoot. They're coming for his behind. The Queen of Swords, the Throne of Truth. They're coming for him. The truth is going to come out regarding Brett Kavanaugh. The truth is going to come out. Turmoil. We've got turmoil, the Five of Pentacles, turmoil, the Throne of Determination. This is the throne, the Queen of Cups, the Throne of Emotion. This was definitely him during his the questioning when about Christine Blasey Ford. He was definitely really emotional. Okay, they're going to take a different approach this time to get the information they need on Brett Kavanaugh. They're going to take a different approach. Despair. He thinks that the pain is behind him, but it's just getting started. He feels secure, the Ten of Pentacles. He feels secure in his job as a Supreme Court justice. Also, this has to do with financial security. Dark money basically paid off his bills. Eddie, I just saw what you wrote. He's going to be saying bye-bye while he's saying, I like beer. Okay. We've got the Lover's card. This is some sort of exchange between, it could be organizations, it could be two people, some sort of agreement, some sort of exchange. Okay. The fear is that with the Page of Swords, the Home of Action, his fear is that they are coming for his behind, and they are. They're coming for him. They are coming for him. The Fire Starter. And they're not going to let it go. And you see we have the eagle, Liberty, flying in the background here. Okay. Let's see. Show us how Brett Kavanaugh is feeling. 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 Regretful? Yeah, I bet. Regretful, remorseful, sorry, repentant. There ain't enough Hail Marys in his Catholic Church to be handed out for him to feel like he's been redeemed, or I shouldn't say that. I'm not his judge and executioner. I shouldn't say that. Grief. There's grief. Okay. Overwhelmed. He's feeling overwhelmed. I got the board card. Uninterested, apathetic, or jaded. Or this could be his fear that he's going to be sitting in jail, watching the time go by, thinking about the good old days when he was drinking skis with his boys, because I guess that's what they called beer, skis, like brewskis, skis with his friends, and judging people on the very things he was doing in his own backyard. Okay. If anybody had a question, like, is he going to jail or whatever, the answer is yes. Yes. He's panicking. He's nervous, terrified, petrified, anxious. Okay. He feels defenseless and vulnerable, unprotected. He feels inadequate. Right. Right, Annie, right. Oh, and he's depressed. Poor baby. He's depressed, empty. He feels numb and withdrawn. Numb and withdrawn. I really think that his mom messed him up. I really do. I think that his mom is part of the reason why he is the way that he is. Yeah, go ahead and ask anything about the immigrants. Go ahead and ask. Yeah. I really do. Are you talking about the immigrants who are being held at the border? Yes, and it's my understanding, Red Moon, that Vice President Harris is actually trying to negotiate something with the Mexican government. Oh, Crystal, there's no list. There's no list, Crystal. We're just doing political readings. Just political readings. Okay, let's see if we can find out. Okay. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. I'm asking about the immigrants at the border. I'm asking about the immigrants at the border. Oh my goodness. Okay, so um, okay, so there's going to be some sort of agreement that's going to be made with not just Mexico, but also Guatemala, um, Honduras. Um, that's what I'm hearing. Some sort of agreement that's going to be made where the people will be allowed to come back, go back to their home countries. But here's the thing: the U.S. government is going to have to shell out some money to do that. Like the only way these countries are going to take the people back is if there's some sort of monetary incentive. Okay, there has to be some sort of monetary incentive for them. I have the devil in this read. Okay, but with that being said, um, the children have a better chance of connecting with family members here in the United States than their parents will or than the adults do. Okay, more than likely, the adults will be sent back to their home countries, whereas many of the children will be allowed to go to the family members they were trying to reach here in the United States for a few reasons. They're vulnerable. They can't take care of themselves the way the adults can, and they're subject to being trafficked, being uh, 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 victims of sex trafficking. Okay, so it seems that the government might be more concerned about the children than they are about the adults. Okay, okay, and there's a lot of illusions around this. A lot of illusions. So there are things that are going on. They're not letting the media in really. They're trying to deflect, I guess would be the right word, away from what's really happening down at the border because it's a real mess. It's very ugly. And it's not Biden's fault. I heard that fool Cruz get on TV talking about Biden's cages. Biden didn't build those cages. Biden didn't build those cages. This man is trying to, he and Kamala Harris are trying to fix what the Trump administration created. Okay. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? Who's in the a-hole? The president of Mexico or Trump or who? Any more checks? Okay, let's see. Thank you, Rachel. Will we be getting any more stimulus checks? 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 I got the oppression card, but it came in the upright position. So that would be yes. There's going to be more stimulus. There's going to be more money going out to the people. Yeah, I don't know. Will Dominion win their case? Ooh, that's a good question. Will Dominion win their case? Thank you, Angels. Thank you. Will Dominion win their case? Let's see. Give us a full spread. Answer the question, but also give us a full spread. Will Dominion win their case? Will Dominion win their case? I feel like they will. I feel like they will. Yes, I got the devil, but it came in the upright position. That's a yes. They're going to beat that devil. They're going to beat that devil. Okay. All of the lies, all of that. They're going to win. Okay. Show us what's going on with Dominion and the lawsuit. Show us what's going on with Dominion. They're going to push forward. They're going to push through. This is the Chariot. Dominion is going to push through like a tanker, not like a carriage and two horses in traditional decks. They're going to power through this like a war tanker, crushing everything beneath it and destroying anything around it that could put them in danger. And they're covered. They have all of their T's crossed and I's dotted. Okay? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Daughter of Water. Let's see. That's emotions. This is not something that's going to move quickly. This is not something that's going to move quickly. Mm. Mm. This is going to be a power struggle. This is going to be a huge back and forth. You've got some egos involved in this, some big egos with a lot of money, whether it's on Dominion's behalf or Fox's behalf. There's a lot of ego and a lot of money in this. Okay. So this is going to take some time and it's going to be a struggle, but Dominion's going to come out on top. Dominion is going to come out on top. Okay. Oh my God. What was the pillow guy's name? All of his pillows are like on sale now at Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay. All right. If you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to call it an afternoon. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I'm going to try to do some Psychic Mouse and Trumps in the Bronx videos this week. Okay. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Take care.